Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman from Azari. I'm from CS 2554A. Today I will present my individual project for subject ITT 440. So in this assignment, I use protocol MSP, that is message send protocol. So what it is? So message send protocol is an application layer protocol. You send a short message between nodes on the network. The original version of the protocol was published in 1990. It was updated as message send protocol 2 in 1992. So the protocol have two base, which is UDP and TCP. So in the base service for TCP is connection oriented communication. Is intermediate layer of the application layer and internet protocol layer in the OS model. TCP is designed to send the data packet over the network. It ensure that data is delivered to the correct destination. So it means like if client have connect the server, so the client try to send a message to server, then the server get the message, but the server can't reply the message. So the UDP same as TCP, but it will send back the same message from the client. So for example, for UDP, if I send hi from client to the server, server will send back hi, a same message from the client. So that for example, so this is my structure in my assignment. So we will see on the server. Actually, I built my this project as a simple chat application that use a two-way communication. It means server can reply client, client can reply to the server. So we will see the server structure. First, I create the socket for connect the network to communicate with the process. So after create the socket, it will go through to the bind. It means I will bind to the protocol what I want, such as for example 8888. We can't set below port. We can set below 1024 because that is a default service for the OS, I think. So after that, we go to the listen. It means we wait for the client to connect with the server. So after that, we see the client. It same like a server. It will create the socket to communicate to the process. Then after that, we will try to connect to the server. Then the server will accept the client connection. If the client set in not the set a same host and port, it will can't connect. So it will show the connection error because the port and the host server is not the same. So after the connection is set, the client can send a message to the server, and the server will read it, and the server will can communicate with the client by using the function write. Then it will continue loop until the server will disconnect with the client. So the client we close the program same as the server. So this my example for this my coding for my program. So we will see the for the server program, we will see use the same I use the same header file. So but in this net inet slash in.h I will not use this. No, they I forgot to delete. So we will see for the first function argument C. So for the user need to run the program. Before they run the program, it need to use the port what they want to use. For example, like I say before this, port 8. Don't put port below than 1024. And after that, it will create the socket to communicate with the process. And after that, we prepare the socket address structure. B0 is to empty the memory process. So it will can yeah can do. For port, I add some new declaration with port equal ATOI argument 1. It's mean like before we run the program, we will put the port, right. Then the port the argument that we save the number port, it will save it here and change to and save in the port. Yeah. So this structure, then we bind it to the port. After that, the server will listen. Then after the connection accept, the server and client can communicate with each other. In this session, if the client can connect, the program will stop. So we look for the client side. This same with server, I don't use the netnet slash in.h, but netdb is for to save my network host from server for the header file. So in this it's same. I use the argument for before I run my program. It's same like server in this, and then yeah, this what I thought the header file for netdb. This server equal get host by name, that will save the IP server, then change to server. Then the same so after connection is if the socket have create, then a client can connect to the server, then can communicate with each other. So I will show you my demo session. So I will show for the error first for before I run the program. So for imagine, for example, this client side. So there has no port provided. the program will end. Then the usage that you need after you run the execute command, then you need put the port at the end, because the argument needs, they have two argument. The first argument I have put the a dot slash a dot out. Then the second argument I did not put anything, so I need put the port number to run my program. So change, then I put such as 888. Why I put like this, because sometimes we don't know that port we can bind or not. Sometimes it can't. So the user don't need to enter the coding to change the IP. So they just put port number here, then they don't need to change in the coding side. Oh yeah, before that I will show you the example if I put port below than 1024, such as 80. Yeah, I can create the socket, but I can't bind to the port because they have system use that port. So it will show the bind fail, then the program is end. So I move back to the previous. Right, I already create the socket. The bind already it's already bind in at the port 8888. So the server is waiting for the client connection. In the client side, I need 3 arguments to run my program. So if I run with a wrong host name and protocol, it will fail to connect. So for example, the argument for hostname I use 192.168.110.110, and the port I use 8080. It's success to create, but it will show that the connection is error because my hostname and my port number is not the same as a server. So I put the same hostname and host number and port number. Yeah, it will show my I can connect with the server. So the server, it will show the connection is accept. So that means my client already accept my my server already accept my client. So the communication now I can communicate with the server. So I can send hi to client, then I can send hi from client to the server. So server get the message that client say hi. So the server client can get the message from the server. So if I want to close my my program, I just need to type by to disconnect with the server and client, but only the server side can disconnect with the client with the client. Yeah, after server side says bye, then client and the server will disconnect it. So that's all from me. I hope you understand what I am explaining. Uh, uh, that's all. Thank you and assalamualaikum.